Fuck. It was fucking cold. Fuck is not focusing.
The colors for tonight's national anthem are being presented by Boone's Veterans Council. We invite you to stand as we honor our flag, country, and the men and women around the world who protect our freedom. The Star-Spangled Banner will be performed by our marching toreadors and directed by Drum Major Landon Valdez. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Get Up Your Field at Boone High School for tonight's IHSAA-sanctioned District 5 football game featuring the Bondurant Blue Jays and your Boone Toreadors. Before tonight's game, the IHSAA and Boone Community Schools would like to remind all spectators and participants that conduct counts at Iowa High School events. Disrespectful or disruptive behaviors, language, or interference are unacceptable and subject to ejection from this game. Please help us show that conduct counts and let's collect our community and support the right players, coaches, and officials.
I haven't yet.
I know.
Alright, yeah.
welcome to tonight's coverage of Friday Night Lights. Tonight, your Boone Toreadors will play host to the Blue Jays of Bondurant. My name is Kenley Krauthimmel, and Seth Morris will be alongside me for tonight's game. Your Boone Toreadors coming to the game at 0-6, while the Blue Jays come in at 5-1 and ranked 11th in the first 4A playoff outlook. Boone is coming off of a tough loss to the Carlisle Wildcats, 42-0 last week, as the offense got shut out by a very strong Carlisle team. What's our outlook for Bondurant looking like here, Seth?
For the Blue Jays, they're coming off of an impressive win over the Perry Blue Jays, 70-0. The Blue Jays have an offense surrounded by junior running back Titus Cram. He is the first look every play, whether it's on the ground or through the air.
Exactly. Titus is top 4 in the state, or top 5 in the state rather, in all-purpose yards and rushing yards so far this year. He's going to be the big guy that the defense is going to have to look to stop here if they want to stop that strong Bondurant offense. Boone is going to receive the ball here to start the game. Bondurant will get the ball to start the second half. Kick is off. Maybe a short return, landed on right at the 30. It's Ethan Sproul falling on it. Toreadors will start on their own 29, 1st and 10.
First and 10, Toreadors at their own 29-yard line.
First play of the game is going to be handed off up the middle to Landon Davis. He's going to be stopped right to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Landon Davis off tackle on the carry.
They came out in their power set, run set that they showed for the last 2 games. Previous game against Carlisle, they abandoned it halfway through. It was successful, but Carlisle came up and figured out how to stop it, so they had to switch up to their old offense.
Boucher in motion. Judge can drop back the pass. He's got pressure. He's going to step up, fire downfield. It's going to bounce just off the hands of sophomore.
Jacob Judge.
Who is that? I can't read the number.
For Tyson Shivers.
Tyson Shivers.
Falls incomplete.
Falls incomplete. There is a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Up, and there's a flag on the play.
Boone's walking back. This doesn't look good.
Yep, holding. Number 77 on the offense. 10-yard penalty, foul, 2nd down.
It is holding on the offense here. It's going to move the Toreadors back, I believe 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Bring up a 2nd and very long. This play is going to be another run, swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to result in about a loss of 3. Bring up a 3rd and very long to the Toreadors.
Not the opening drive they're looking for. That penalty really set them back.
Holding on the offense, number 77. Penalty is declined. 3rd down.
And now for the 2nd play in a row, we're going to have a holding on Lucas Thompson here on the offensive line. With it being 3rd and 25, Bondurant's just going to decline this one, take the loss of 3 and the loss of downs.
Mm-hmm.
Torador's still in that heavy look here. 3rd and very long. It's going to be a pitch to Boucher. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more from there.
No, he was getting held the whole way. He had the ball, and it was just a matter of time until they swallowed him up.
Officially, it's going to be a loss of 1. It's going to bring up a 4th and 24 here for the Toradors. A little interesting here to see Walker Smith back in to punt. There's been some controversy there. He's been struggling to punt this year, and they keep bouncing back and forth between him and Jacob.
Yeah, and that's exactly why they go to Jacob. Walker has a...
Wait a minute, that is Jacob, though.
That is Jacob?
That is Jacob.
Blue Jay touchdown.
So as we were saying, Walker's been struggling with getting punts blocked. Jacob Judge does the exact same thing. It's going to be back into the end zone and recovered for a touchdown here for the Bombers.
Yeah, can't have that happen. I mean, especially in the end zone. We're so close to the end zone.
For the Blue Jays, it's going to be number 3, Flatsgraph in to kick.
Switch some stuff up.
Looks like a
for
kick. Now they're going to go direct snap to the running back up the middle.
Did they make it?
Yeah, he never got brought down.
Good for the 2-point conversion. Leaves the score.
2-point conversion is good. Makes the score 8-0 here for the Blue Jays. With 10-12 left in the first quarter here. Titus Cram here, back deep to kick for the Blue Jays. Hayes and Boucher back deep return. This one's going to be caught by Hayes at the 10, running full speed to the 20. Gets in at the 25 and is brought down at about the 30. Pretty good return here by Vinny Hayes.
Yeah, he's done very well at returning this year. He's very fast, state runner for track. And, you know, he can make a few guys miss.
He has the second most kick return yards out of any returner in all of 4A, which he's had a couple more return attempts than a lot of the guys, but not a lot more than the other guys. He has a few more than the next person, but still, that's good to see from Vinny. He's been one of the bright things on our offense here.
And defense.
Landon Davis on the carry.
Yeah, it really has been. Davis on the carry up the middle, makes a cut, can't find anywhere to go. He's going to get stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Bondurant really loading the box here as the Toreadors are in that heavy look. Again, Davis hit right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get tackled right there. Still no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Carlisle would stack the box against Boone too when they would do their heavy look, and it just clogs up all those possible holes, especially with the zone blocking we run. And I don't know, it hasn't been working when they stack the box. And it's nice to see that they have a passing option with Tyson in the mix. And, I mean, he's a bright spot for this offense, and he's a very young player too.
Yeah, it's nice to see that out of that play set that they have an option, because before this we haven't seen him thrown out of that heavy set once.
Judge pass intended for Shivers.
Judge pass there, looking for Shivers.
4th and 10 for the Toreadors.
A little bit off target. I don't know that he even wanted to throw that. Shivers was pretty guarded. I think he just kind of threw it in his direction to avoid a penalty, but he'll bring up a 4th and 10 here.
And it would have been just a difficult play to make all around.
Yeah, very good coverage there by Bondurant. Didn't really have a single guy open. Another tipped punt, but touched by Bondurant. Maybe down at the 37-yard line of the Toreadors.
Punt was tipped. Ball's dead on the 37-yard line.
That's the second punt here tonight, and the second one that's been blocked.
Covered up by Reed Falsgraf.
This one more of just a tip.
Where the Blue Jays
allowed it to still go downfield a little bit, but it was about a net gain 9-yard punt.
Yeah, second time punting and a second block punt, that's not a good sign at all. Special teams are very important, and when you can't execute them well, then you can't win a game.
First play, it's going to be a throw here from the quarterback. He's going to find Flasgraff out on the left. A really good solo tackle there by Christian Ingram.
Carlson's pass complete to Reed Falsgraf. Christian Ingram on the stop.
That'll play will gain about 5 yards here to bring up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Bondurant's a really team that will beat you with this high-powered offense. They have a good passing game. They also have Titus in the backfield.
Yeah, they have very good quarterback. Well, not very good. They have a pretty good quarterback. Good running backs.
Let's go!
And they can just hit you anywhere they want.
Yeah, this is the secondary running back.
On the carry. Lucas Boucher on the stop.
He's running off the field holding his arm.
So for a 1st and 10 for the Blue
Hopefully
Jays.
he's okay. This is a team that, like I said, their offense is the one that'll beat you. It really sucks. The first time the offense touches the field, you're already down 8-0.
Yeah, that's not a good start at all.
This is the first play. We're going to see Titus in the backfield. Looks like he might be lined up at quarterback here. He is. He'll take the snap, following a blocker. He's got a small hole. He just keeps fighting up the middle.
Titus Cram on the carry.
All in all, it's going to be a pretty good run there.
Yeah, throughout the season, they've done that where they throw Titus in the backfield and have him
5-yard gain.
be quarterback and just run the ball. I don't think they've ever passed from him. At least I haven't seen it from any of their games. But
even if you know it's coming, it's really hard to stop him. It's good play calling with your best player on the team. You try to get him the ball any way you can. Looks like they're going to do the same thing here again. Titus at quarterback. Missed tackle by Davis and Shivers in the backfield. He'll break a tackle right at the yard to gain. Fall forward for a 10-yard run. Good for a Bondurant first down.
And he really made that play out of nothing. It wasn't even designed that way. It was a muffled snap, and he still made a great play out of it. He's just a very great athlete.
Bondurant likes what they see. They're going to keep him in at quarterback here. Same thing to the left here. He'll keep it himself. Break a shoestring tackle in the backfield. Get brought down by a swarm of tacklers at about the 3.
Brought down by Landon
They'll bring up
Davis.
2nd and goal here from They'll spot it at the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Typically, Boone's been pretty good against short pass offense. That's what Bondurant likes to do a lot. So you'll probably see a lot of running plays tonight and deep passes from the Bondurant offense.
Titus again with the quarterback keeper. Stiff arm out on the edge, and he's going to get swarmed by a group of Toreadors there and get drug out of bounds for no gain here to bring up 3rd and goal.
That was a good job by the Toreador defense. And it's hard to solo tackle a good football player, but if you can get your whole team around him and swarm him for no gain, then that's exactly what you want to do.
Exactly. Officially, it'll be a loss of 1. They'll bring him back to 3rd and 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. Carlson back in at quarterback. Cram in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch to Cram. He's got room. He's going to cut it upfield. He's going to get into the end zone here for a touchdown. Blue Jays.
Titus Cram on a carry.
That'll make the score 14-0 here.
It's good for a Blue
Still
Jay
5 minutes
touchdown.
left in the first quarter. Last graph. Reed Flassgraf on the kick.
15, Toreador 0.
Kick is good. It'll make the score 15-0 here for the Blue Jays.
And Boucher back to receive.
Fallscraft here to kick it for the Blue Jays. Very good kick. Caught by Vinny at about the 10. He'll get brought down right at the 25 here. Bring up 1st and 10 here again for the Toreador offense.
Ernst. Little help from Jacob Vanderlinden. 1st and 10 Toreadors at their own 24-yard line.
Toreador still staying in that heavy look here.
Yeah, but they have one receiver out to the right, which they usually don't have.
Speaking of, they're going to look for him. It's going to be well overthrown there by Judge. Pass the ball incomplete. It was intended for Easton Klein. Bring up 2nd and 10 here.
Tyson Barkema on the cover. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 here. There's no receiver on this play for Toreadors. Connor Carroll in the motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Wyatt Hurstrom. Fall forward for a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Couple is going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Looks like Boone's getting more JV players in the mix. I think that's Wyatt Hurstrom's first carry this whole season for varsity.
I believe so. And I think that's good. I think we need to establish just that we can do more in that backfield than just hand it off to Davis every time. I think giving it to him, I think do the same thing and maybe give it to Connor Carroll there on the end around and see if he can't get some. Davis has got a hole.
Looks like he got a first down, too.
All forward for a really good gain. It's going to be on the spot. They are. They're going to give him a gain of 8. That Toreador first down.
Yeah, going back to what you just said, getting the JV guys in, it'll also create more discipline for the team, knowing that their spot's not 100% locked in, that they have to play harder and practice harder to keep their spot. And hopefully that will motivate them to play better.
Even right there, you see the linebacker just had to take a second to think about whether it was going to Hurstrom or Davis, and it allowed Davis to just blow right past him and have a pretty big hole. Not quite as big of a hole here on this play. It'll be a gain of 1 for Davis.
Landon Davis.
Bring up a 2nd and 9.
John Powers and Caleb Murray on the stop after a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run up the middle for Davis. He's going to break a tackle. Have a pretty good gain. They'll give him 8 yards, and they're with 3rd and 1 here.
Yeah, and it looks like Davis doesn't think he was down. He kept on going after the whistles were blown.
Sadly enough, though, whether you're down or not, the second they blow that whistle, plays dead. And in high school, they like to call that pretty early just for player safety. Yeah, looking at the replay, it looks like his arm definitely touched the ground.
Yeah, his knees didn't, but his forearm was down. And
yeah. It's going to have the run up the middle with Hurstrom. He's going to get hit. I thought he got hit in the backfield. They were going to give him a pretty generous spot.
yeah, I think he just got pushed back.
That's good for a Toreador.
On first impact, they're going to say he
Yeah.
hit the full yard he needed, and it's going to be another first down for the Toreadors.
Yeah, it looked like he definitely broke the line of scrimmage and got pushed back pretty quickly. And I guess it was just enough for a first down for Toreadors.
It's good to see from Hurstrom. Love to see him get a little bit more involved in the offense here today.
Yeah, and it's good for our Toreadors moving down the field pretty well. Didn't see that at all last drive.
Davis hit in the backfield. Get another yard after he got wrapped up, but it'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
Stop by Hudson Brew. Titus Cram also in on the stop. Loss of about a yard.
Here, close to the end of the first quarter, Toreador's only going to be able to run about 2 or 3 more plays if they hurry before we hit that end of the first. So pitch to Davis. He fumbled the ball but got it. Not fumbled, just muffled. He's going to make a couple man miss, but just enough to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be no gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 11 here for the Toreadors.
Yeah, maybe they should put a faster back doing those pitches. Landon's quick, but he's not the fastest to get to the outside and get to that open space.
I would really like to see even Noah Davies get back involved with his speed. I feel like it's a perfect play for him to get out in open space.
Yeah, I 100% agree. He's very fast. Not as elusive and smart as Landon is at that position, but still very fast and can definitely get to the outside.
That run by Hurstrom will be by Boucher will be a gain of 1. Bring it back to 4th and 10 here for the Toreadors at their own 45-yard line. And that play will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Scores 15-0. Bondo ahead. Toreadors will have the ball at their own 45-yard line here when we come back.
Varsity cheerleaders.
It was like Vinny Hayes.
Hey, stop being sad. You too can be like Giovanni, Xavier, Craig, Hayes, Wadsworth.
Where are we?
We're at Cafe Olay, where you can become like Vinny Hayes.
How do I do that?
You eat the food here.
I'm Vinny Hayes! Come to Cafe Olay and you too can be who you want to be.
Judge back deep to punt. This one's going to be a clean kick, a pretty good one, down to the 28. Good return here. A blatant holding call there.
Judge's punt fielded by
Toradors will get the ball.
Tyson Martin.
Blue Jays will get the ball to the Toradors 48 before the
Brought down by
penalty.
Christian Ingram, and there is a
Brought down by
flag.
Christian Ingram, but it appears it will be brought back.
Yeah, it was pretty clear that was holding.
I believe it was Grant
During the
Weisbrod
return,
that got held there.
Holding, number 2 on the white team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First out.
Yeah, he didn't even get held. He just got tackled.
Yeah, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So, Blue Jays will go from having it on the Torador 48 to having it on their own 37. Costly penalty there.
Yeah, and you can't afford that, especially when early in the game, trying to, get the momentum all on your side, and you have silly plays like that.
I got a whistle here now before the play. It's going to be a timeout by
Timeout,
Bondurant.
Bondurant-Farrar.
I'll be back after this break. It's going to be a pass here for the Blue Jays. He's just going to throw it deep. Looking for Titus, but not quite there. It's going to be incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10 here for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and it was in double coverage, and it was just way overthrown. It wasn't a great play by Bondurant.
Good coverage there by defense. Hayes had him and then on man, and then Easton Klein, the safety, over the top, shaded to him and helped him out there. Like we said, Cram doesn't always get the ball in the backfield, but if he doesn't, chances are they're going to try to get it to him in the air. It's going to be a pass here. Calser's got a man wide open deep. Flassgraf, they caught at the 30. He'll get drugged down by Easton Klein at the 25.
Ethan Klein on the tackle.
Yeah, and you'll also see that a lot tonight. When they can't get it to Titus Cram, they'll get it to Flassgraf. Yeah.
He's their first read of receivers. They like to target him, the passing game, any chance they get. He's explosive. He get wide open. This one is going to be hand off to Cram in motion. He's got a huge hole down to the 15. Shake off a defender there. Start running back left. Make another defender miss it back at the 20, and he'll get brought down at the 15 there by Vinny Hayes. There's a flag back all the way on the right side of the field.
Boucher on the tackle.
Yeah.
Gets a flag.
Bondurant's walking backwards like it's not too good. That long of a play, it's really hard for those O linemen to block and not get a holding call.
Yeah, especially when they don't know where their running back is.
Got a block in the back on number 2, White, during the run. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Still first down.
Yeah, so a block in the back on Bondurant. It's just hard. It's just hard to know where your guy is and where the defender's going. You know, it's difficult for a lineman.
Especially when he's running right to left. You're holding to a guy trying to force the defender to the left, and then he runs the other side, and now you're trying to force that defender to the right. Very easy to get a holding call, blocking the back call there.
Yeah.
So with the run, they're still going to gain 2 yards as it comes from the spot of the foul. So bring up a 1st and 8 here.
And it looks like they have their second string running back in. And
he had nowhere to go.
Nope, got stuffed by Torador D-line.
Big hit by
Bring up 2nd and 8 here.
No gain. Leaves it at 2nd and 8.
I don't even see Cram on the field at the moment.
No, he was recently on concussion protocol, I heard. So
he was last week. He didn't play a whole game. / had some limited reps against Perry because of it. Quarterback rolling out. He's going to get hit as he throws. They're going to say incomplete pass.
And yep, that's an incomplete pass.
Recovered by Easton.
Justice Freeze on
Ethan
the sack.
Sproul. Freeze on the sack.
Quarterback,
Yeah, he was definitely throwing the ball forward.
couple of yard loss.
Good pursuit by Torador D-line, or defense. It wasn't just the line. Like to see a lot more of that. We know they're capable of it. It's just if they have the heart to get through the O-line of Bondurant.
They're going to say his knee was down before he threw that ball. So it will be a sack for Justice Freeze and a loss of 2. It'll bring back 3rd and 9 for the Blue Jays. Cram's back on the field here, and they don't like what they're going to see.
Timeout, Bondurant-Farrar.
Blue Jays are going to
That's
take their
second
second timeout of the half with 9:21 left here in the second quarter. I'll be right back after the break. Collison back to pass. He's looking Cram's way. It's going to be a slip screen to the running back. He's got a huge hole. He's going to go untouched down to the 10-5 and in for a touchdown.
Collison screen pass to Caleb Moore. Goes 24 yards for Bondurant.
It's going to bring the score to 21-0 here for Bondo. That's really disappointing after they had a big play to start the drive, but the defense started to settle in there and had them to a 3rd and long and just gave up the big play to the slip screen.
Yeah, Boone was doing really well against the Bondurant offense, especially how explosive they are. Well, they have been this season. And kind of minimize their big plays that they usually have. And
Cross-graph kick.
I mean, that's progression.
Leaves the score.
The Bondurant team is a very big play type of offense. They like setting things up and then hitting you with the big play, and we stopped a few of those big plays.
Yeah, it was a really good play call there by Bondurant. You got a weapon out there in Titus. You got a weapon out there in Flasgraff. And when you put them both on that same side of the field, it's going to draw a lot of defenders when that quarterback drops back that it just kind of, everybody turns their head and has to look that way. There's nobody there for the running back.
Yeah, and then the running back can just slip under the D line rushing at the quarterback. I don't think there was any linebacker that stayed in the box. I think they all just went out to guard someone or to blitz.
That's sometimes the best way you utilize your best players is by just making the defense triple cover them and not give them the ball.
Yeah, if there's double coverage on a player, there's a player without double coverage on him, or triple coverage. Or
the kick was good by Falsgraf. That'll make the score 22-0 here. 9 minutes still in the second. Low kick, caught by Hayes at the 5. Up to the 20, to the 25. He has a hole at the 35. He's going to get brought down by Falsgraf, the kicker, at the 37 on a shoestring tackle.
And another pretty good return by Vinny Hayes. I mean, I think he would be also a good player to hit those outside run plays with.
He could be. If you could get him on a jet sweep or some type of motion pitch, he's got the speed that he could break the edge there.
Yeah, and he has enough experience, unlike these younger guys, where to find the hole and how hard to hit the hole and how to read his blockers, too.
Hurstrom run up the middle. Not much room to run.
Hurstrom on the carry.
Brought down by the face mask, it looks like. No flag on the play. It'll be a gain of 1, bring up a 2nd and 9 here.
And Levi Standing also in on the stop. Short gain of a yard, brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here, not much room to go. Be a gain of 1 again. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 here for the Toradors.
Public service message, the visiting restrooms have an issue. And if they're going to need to use the restrooms, have to come over here to the home side.
And this is where the Torador offense seems to struggle, is when you get 1st and 2nd down that don't really go anywhere, and now you're backed up to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, they haven't really converted a lot of 3rd and longs this season, and it's just because they don't have that great of a pass game. They have to rely on the run like they are right now.
Davis up the middle, he'll break a tackle, looking right. He's got some room to run to the 40, up to the 50. He'll break a tackle, drug down right at the 45-yard line.
That was a great run by Landon Davis right there. I mean, when your holes aren't there for you, you just got to find your own holes. And that's what he did right there. Very impressive run.
Yes, 3rd and 8. He looked like was tackled in the backfield for a 3-yard loss, but he somehow shook that defender and rolled right. O-line had blocked pretty well there, gave him a huge hole over on the right. 1st and 10 here from the Blue Jay 46. It's going to be fake the handoff up the middle. Judge is going to keep it himself. Ball's out.
Look like Boone recovers.
They will. It's Lucas Thompson, the O-lineman on the recovery.
And they were lined back up at the line of scrimmage. Didn't lose anything or gain anything on that play.
Judge was wrapped up 3 yards in the backfield, but the fumble fell forward for a couple extra to get him back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it might have looked like there was miscommunication on that offense. It looked like Jake tried to hand the ball off to look like Hurstrom, yeah, and didn't get him the ball and resulted in a fumble.
Yeah, he just kind of had to do it himself. Yeah, that's just part of the problem with having some of these younger guys. It looks like Christian Ingram maybe just kind of went the wrong way there.
Davis on the carry.
Davis on the carry up the middle. He'll have a gain of 3.
Caleb Moore on the stop.
Let's bring up again a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 here for the Toreadors.
Oh,
And a flag. Judge is upset and kind of limping. Looks like he messed up his ankle there.
probably got stepped on by one of them big old linemen.
5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start on the offense. It'll bring that 3rd and 7 back to about a 3rd and 12.
Another 3rd and long. Defense is probably expecting a run.
Berstrom, Carroll, and Till just all coming off the field. Some of your bigger guys. Maybe looking here.
Oh.
Pass, it is.
Yep. They're probably going to come out with a pass since they're in shotgun.
Passing formation. You got 4 receivers out there. They're going to just run a draw play right up the middle. Davis will get tackled right to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Davis a little slow to get up now.
Yeah, he went down a little awkward too. I was a little worried there that he wouldn't get up.
Brings up 4th and 13.
Stands up. He's visually frustrated. I can't tell if he's just mad that the play didn't work out or if he's hurt.
Probably a little bit of both. Very competitive player.
Judge back to kick. He's going to barely get that one off again. It's a dead punt there. Takes a nice little bounce. Touchdown at the 22-yard line.
On the 22. There is a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play here. Way back by the punt. I wonder if Judge didn't get run into. It appears it will be a running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker on the white team. 5-yard penalty is declined. 1st down, Bondurant-Farrar.
Running into the kicker here. It's only a 5-yard penalty. It'd still be a 4th and 7.
We'd like to ask
Line like the punt, so he'll just decline the penalty.
The Boone High girls track team
Give the ball here to the Blue Jays at their own 22-yard line. Just under 5 minutes here.
Of the Boone High
This
girls
first
track
half, it'd be
team.
really nice to see the Toreadors
the
defense
north
step
end of the
up and
track,
stop them
please.
here. But likely going to see some more passes here on this drive. With time starting to run down. It's going to be big. They got to be disciplined back there in the secondary. Pitch to Cram. He's got some room to run. He gets the edge at the 40. He'll get drugged down at the 45.
Brought
There's
down by
Some flags
Blue
down.
Jays.
flags on the play in the same area, likely the same call.
flag on the play.
Pointing at the Blue Jays here, and they're all walking backwards.
They have holding during the run. Number 11 on the offense. 10-yard
Holding.
penalty from the spot of the foul. Results in a 1st down.
It's going to be a 10-yard holding here on the Blue Jays, but the holding happened 25 yards downfield. So you take 10 off, it'll be 15. It'll still be good for a Blue Jays first down.
At their own 35-yard line.
Bring the ball up to their own 35-yard line now for 1st and 10. Fake the pitch, looking to throw. He's got a receiver wide open at the 40. Up to the 50. He's going to stiff arm and break a tackle at the 40.
Cooper Jones
He brought down at the 37-yard line here, the Toreadors.
Jackson Goody in on the stop.
Goody in on the tackle.
That's going to be a first
Back-to-back
down for the
big
Blue
plays
Jays.
here from the Blue Jays. They're already deep inside Toreador field here. Only 40 seconds off the clock on this drive.
Yeah, those short passes is what gets a lot of the teams that they play.
It's going to be another pitch to Cram, this time to the right. He's going to break a tackle at the 30. A couple more at the 25 and get hit out of bounds pretty hard there.
Titus Cram on the carry.
First down here for the
Ingram
Blue
runs him
Jays.
out of bounds.
Torador 25.
That's good for a first down for the Blue Jays at the Toreador 25.
Run by Cram to the left.
Titus
Not much
Cram
room to
on
run.
third.
He'll get brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ethan Klein on a stop.
Good stop by
Brings up
Boone.
second and 10.
Secondary player coming in and making a play.
I believe it's Easton Klein getting deep into the backfield there. It's going to be a pass here. Quarterback's going to keep it himself up the middle.
Looks like he tripped up a little bit and fell down, but it looks like it's good enough for a first down.
Gain of about
Good
8.
gain. They're only going to get about 8 here. Marking a little bit short.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's bring up a 3rd and very short here for the Blue Jays. This is when you likely going to see it run right up the middle of Cram. It's very hard to stop him for 2 yards. Hand off to Cram to the right. Make a man miss the 15 to get brought down from behind inside the 5 at the 3.
Brought down by Jacob Lightshoe and Tyson Shivers. That's going to be 1st and goal for the Blue Jays at the
First and goal here for the
3-yard
Blue
line.
Jays at the 3 from the Toradors. Clock hits 2 minutes here. Blue Jays only have one more timeout. Well, miscommunication there on the handoff as Cram's rolling left. Not much room to run. He'll break a tackle at the 3. Drag out of bounds at about the 1.
Ethan Klein runs him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by Easton again to get all the way out there. Keep up with Titus and get him out of bounds.
Yeah, not giving up that touchdown would have been easy just to let him run right in.
2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal here from just inside the 1. Titus gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:40 left here in the 2nd period. Another handoff up the middle to Titus, and he'll walk into the end zone untouched for another Blue Jay touchdown.
Titus Cram on a carry, good for a Blue Jay touchdown.
He's going to make the score 28-0 here with just 1.5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Flatscraft's kick is up and good.
Scrap on
Add the extra point on, and the score will be 29-0 here now for the Blue Jays.
29, Toreador 0.
Ball scrap back to kick. Boucher and Hayes deep to return. It's going to get caught by Boucher. 20. Return it up to about the 35 and be brought down right there.
On a return. Toreadors have the ball 1st and 10.
It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Toreadors. Their own 35 with a minute and a half left in the first. Still 3 timeouts. They want to take a couple shots, but knowing our offense and what we've seen play calling so far, I'm guessing it'll just be some runs.
Yeah, and they probably aren't looking to make something big happen right now. They're probably just trying to get into a rhythm going into halftime.
Exactly. Looking for that big play. There's also a fairly good chance of allowing a big play to happen, a big pick or a fumble or something stupid. Flag here before the play.
Makes it 1st and 15.
It's going to be false start on Tyson Shivers, tight end. Bring up 1st and 15 here for the Toreadors. They hand off the middle to Davis. He's going to run forward
Davis
for maybe a gain of 1.
Caleb Moore and Hudson Brew both in on the stop. Brings up 2nd and 15.
Clock down here under a minute now. Toreadors not in a huge hurry to get back up to that line of scrimmage. Both teams load the box here. It's going to hand off to Davis. He's going to shift back to the left, then run it up the middle.
It's Davis on the carry.
Little Superman right there, you know.
Quentin
Getting an extra few yards right there. That was pretty.
Fall forward for about 2. It'll still bring up
Brings
3rd
up
and 12 here for the Toreadors. Third and 12 here for the Toreadors. Down to 10 seconds here on the clock. And their handoff to Davis. He had a small hole, but it closed well before he could get there. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll bring up a 4th. 13. And we're going to get a timeout here from Bondurant. Appears to be no time left on the clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they would want to call a timeout right now.
I thought the clock hit 0 before they blew the whistle dead.
Yeah, the band's trying to come on too right now, and they have to get held back because we're not supposed to be out there.
Refs are talking it over here whether or not there was any time left.
And that's the end of the half.
They're going to say there was not.
Blue Jays 29,
Be the end of the half.
Toreadors 0.
Their score at halftime is 29 for Bondo and 0 for Boone. We're going to have a special thing here while we honor Coach Don Howard, as well as the band will get a play here a little bit at halftime. We'll have the audio on so you can hear it all.
Unassuming way, Don always also resonates what it means to be a positive role model and servant leader. He is joined tonight by family, friends, and many longtime teaching and coaching colleagues. We thank you all for being in attendance tonight. Arriving in Boone as a teacher and coach in 1970, Mr. Howard dedicated himself to his students as he taught 7th and 8th grade math and high school algebra and geometry. He served in this role along with coaching 8th grade football, 9th boys basketball, 8th boys track, 8th girls basketball, varsity girls basketball, and varsity girls track throughout the next 14 years. In 1984, Don began teaching high school computers in addition to his algebra and geometry classes. He continued to dedicate himself to student athletes as a coach and teacher and endeared himself to colleagues as a dedicated assistant. After his retirement from teaching, Mr. Howard continued to coach and volunteer. To this day, he still serves as our official scorekeeper for basketball and volleyball, and as you can see tonight, he's still roaming the sideline as a football statistician. These past 3 years, Coach Howard has served as our head girls track coach while continuing to battle a difficult cancer diagnosis. Of all the things Mr. Howard could choose to do with his time, he wanted to continue his duties, support and coach his athletes, and serve the Boone community. Boone High School is where he belongs. Please direct your attention to the track where Boone Activities Director Brett Collins will present Mr. Don Howard with a plaque commemorating his more than 50 years of service to the Boone Community School District. In addition, our returning girls track team members are presenting a banner on this date and dedication. Moving forward, our Boone Classic co-ed track meet will now be called the Don Howard Invitational. Thank you, Mr. Howard, for making us all better people just by knowing you. Your dedication and commitment to students has been an inspiration to us all. Thank you, Mr. Howard. And now, taking the field under the direction of Chris Truckenmiller, Chelsea Truckenmiller, and Rachel Garlock, along with drum majors Lexi Gradeville, Landon Valdez, and Brenner Walsh, are your marching Toreadors. Smile, Mr. Howard. Drum majors, is your band ready? Shaken, not stirred. The iconic international spy, James Bond, is making his way to Boone this year through the marching Toreadors. The band will dazzle you with all the intrigue, danger, and cleverness of 007 himself. Tonight, the band will be playing and marching to 3 songs from the James Bond movies. They'll open their show with the James Bond theme, followed by Adele's Skyfall, and then finish with the exciting theme from Live and Let Die. This will feature Adrian Newgard on trumpet, and we'd like to congratulate our marching Toreadors on another first place finish at the Carroll Band Days Parade last Saturday in the 3A division, which is 4 years in a row. Great job, and roll door. some upcoming events. Varsity football.
Miles Tunsvik back deep to kick here for the Toreadors.
Tunsvik's kick is returned by Cole Miller.
Cole Miller make a couple people miss here and be brought down at the 34-yard line of the Blue Jays. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Blue Jays to start the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
Offensively,
Quick pass out to Titus Cram. He'll be hit at the 45. He'll fall forward for another 2 to the 47.
Picks up about 13 yards before being stopped by Justice Fraze.
motion with Titus.
Titus will run it up the middle here. Good hole. Will be brought down at like the 48 of the Toreador. Run will bring up a 2nd and 4 here for the Blue Jays. Cram will get the sweep, get hit line to gain, and fall forward for another 1.
Titus Cram on the carry.
Be a run of 5 and good for a Blue Jay first down.
Jackson Goody, along with Ashton Tilgis on the stop.
Offensively, in the first half, Bondurant came out and did exactly what they wanted. Boone didn't really put up much of a fight. They didn't give up a lot of big plays. Most of the drives Bondurant had, but there was still some big plays given up by the Toreadors. But overall, this has been mostly a Bondurant football game.
Dropping back to pass, looking. Got Cram over the middle, down to the 28-yard line of the Toreadors.
Complete to Cram.
Carlson, again, his first read is Cram the whole way. Just wait for him to get open for a second, and it's in his hands.
Corridor 28.
Blue Jays quickly driving down the field here on their first drive of the second half. Carlson looking to pass again. He's got Cram open. He's going to catch it to the 1 and walk right into the end zone for a touchdown, Blue Jays.
Yeah, and that's what Bondurant has been doing.
To Titus Cram.
Oh, there's a flag down.
Flag back at the 37 here. Nobody seems to be moving. Looks like it's on the defense.
Yeah, it might have been roughing the passer, judging by where its placement.
We have a touchdown. Roughing the pass defense, number 62. 15-yard penalty will be assessed at the kickoff.
Yep, roughing the passer by Jake Haichu.
So the touchdown will stand, and the penalty will be addressed on the kickoff. False craft to kick. Up and good. There's another one. He's perfect on the day.
On the extra point.
Make the score 36-0 here for the Blue Jays. So we have just over 10 minutes left here in the third quarter. Because of the penalty on the touchdown, roughing the passer. The ball's going to be kicked from the other 45 here. Just a little booch kick. Caught, drug down right about the 20.
Yeah, nothing really on that.
Easton flying on the return.
Flying on their turn. That's the same spot you're going to get if they kick it out the back of the end zone, so you'll take that.
Ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jake Judge going out there as quarterback to lead the Toradors in the second half. Had a not a great first half, but not a lot of balls thrown for him.
Yeah, there's not much room to do much on offense at all. Davis has a good run here, but the ball's going to pop out and be recovered by the defense.
No whistles were blown while he was taken down. It looked like his back was straight up on the ground while it was.
I think he might have been laying on a defender here.
With the recovery brought down by Tyson Shivers. Blue Jays will take over 1st and 10.
He was laying on top of a defender when the ball popped out. It is going to be a fumble recovered by the Blue Jays. Their offense is going to come out onto the field.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of fumbles by Landon Davis. He's been pretty good his whole career from freshman to senior with very little fumbles.
Carlson looked to pass. He's got a receiver at the 20. He'll get drug out of bounds about the 15. Interesting to see here. Up 29 at halftime. They come out firing with passing game here to start the second half.
Yeah, they might be trying to run up the score, try to get their JV guys in there, get a comfortable lead.
With a lot of schools, I would say it's almost just running up the score is not good. I mean, there's really no point in it. But for this school, they're right on the edge of playoff contention right now. They really could use every point in this game to help persuade the rankings to put them into the playoffs. So,
yeah, because did they lose to Carlisle?
They did. They're
Yep.
5-1 with one loss to Carlisle, who's we saw last week a very good all-around team. They will likely be in the playoffs as well. A pitch here. He's got the edge inside the 10. He'll get popped out of bounds at about the 4. We have a flag come in late. Flag's down at the 10. It came in after the running back was already out of bounds.
There is a flag on the play.
Not sure what it would be. Maybe a block in the back or holding. Yep.
Number 21, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
It is. It's holding on the tight end there.
Second down.
Bring it back. 15 yards from the spot of the foul, which is the 10. Sorry, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So they'll move it back to the 20. They'll replay second down here. No Titus on the field for the moment. Handoff up the middle. Break a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Break 2 more at the 15. Brought down right at the line to gain. We're getting another late flag here.
Yeah, and it was probably from the way that they took him down, but
It did appear the flag came in right as he was getting drugged to the ground, either a face mask or horse collar.
yeah.
During the run, block in the back, number 70 on the offense.
We're getting a block in the back here on the offense.
Second down.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, but they will replay second down. So all in all, it'll be about a 2-yard net gain on the penalty.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be on the defense, kind of awkward tackle there, but it was on
the offense.
Yeah.
They just kind of threw the flag a little late, threw us off. Collison look to pass, rolling to his right. Step up and deliver. He's got a man wide open at the 2. He'll catch it right into the end zone here for another Blue Jay touchdown.
Collison's pass.
Add 2 more. The score will be 42-0 here.
It's good for a Blue Jay touchdown.
Another wide open receiver there from the Collisons. Hard to miss.
Yeah, looks like the Torador defense doesn't really know what to do right now because they're hitting them with anything they want. And usually when you play a team like Carlisle, you know that they're going to come out and run because that's what Carlisle does. But Bondurant's just so well-versed in every aspect on offense. That's just kind of – it's putting the defense on their heels.
It really is. Falscraft's kick is good. That'll move the score to 43-0 now here for the Blue Jays. Like you said, they're just hitting the Torador's defense from all angles. They've got Cram wasn't on the field there that whole entire drive. And they just marched it 30 yards, had 2 bad penalties on them to move them back, and they still just moved the ball with will.
Jace Robinson teeing it up.
Different kicker in here. Jace Robinson to kick.
I think that's their 3rd different kicker this game.
It is. That's a little pooch to the 29. It's going to be caught at the 30. A nice return up to about the 40-yard line where Justice Freeze will be brought down.
On the return.
Good job by Justice. A lot of guys who catch it up there in that 1st or 2nd line will just fall down with it, but he hit the ground running. Got an extra 10 yards out of that.
Yeah, Justice Freeze, he's always been the freshman. When he was a freshman last year, he was defensive player of the year for them, and he's got some high hopes for him. Not a lot of playing time this year just because he's a sophomore and all, but from what I've talked to the coaches about, they're pretty excited about him.
Childress was open there for a moment. Judges pass a little bit off target. There's a penalty on the play. With you mentioning Justice Freeze's name there, again, just go back to those JV guys. We've saying their name a lot today. We might not be around to see it, but
5-yard penalty, still first down.
Some promising guys here for the future of the football team.
Yeah, their JV's at 500. I'm not sure if they're over 500 or.
I believe they're 1 game over 500.
Yeah, and so they have a winning record, which is pretty rare for a Boone team, especially at JV level. And these younger guys, they just want it, you know. They want to win.
Davis running up the middle here, hit at the line of scrimmage.
Bounce
off a tackle, but be brought down about 2 yards in the backfield. The 2nd and 17 here after the first down run. Oh, they're going to say no gain, no loss there. Still be a 2nd and 15.
It looks like offsides on defense, but I'm not sure who they're going to put it on.
Appears to be. Torador's going to be back.
Dead ball, encroachment.
It's going to be encroachment on the defense.
Number 23, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Give the Toradors back their 5 yards they lost on the illegal motion, and let's bring up a 2nd and 10 now. Hand off to Davis at the middle again. She gets drilled at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. No gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Brought down by John Powers.
Yeah, it looked like the defense knew exactly what play they were going to run there. They just blew that play up. Not a lot Boone could have done to stop that.
Yeah, you can only block so well for 4 guys plugging the hole you're trying to run. But at the moment, I mean, neither team has a single person outside the hashes. It's just constant runs down the middle. Looking to change something up here.
Yeah, and they just keep.
Landon Davis.
I mean, there's 2 blockers all the way downfield. They got 1 guy all the way down there to the 50-yard line, pancaked him. But, I mean, other than that, they're just. The blocking isn't doing anything but stopping the first 4 or 5 guys.
When you get Goody and Haichu, probably your 2 best down linemen, Pancake and the smallest guy on the field, 10 yards upfield, there's a lot of people there to get that running back.
Yeah, they have everyone on the line. You would think that they would do some motions or pulling guards or something like that to kind of create a bigger hole, bigger opportunity for Davis, but they just keep doing this zone blocking, and it's not working. It's frustrating to watch, but it's just not working.
Exactly. Flag on the punt here. It's a pretty good punt down to the 34-yard line of the
Got
Blue
holding
Jays.
on the punting team before the punt. Penalty is declined. First down, Bondurant-Farrar.
Holding on the Toradors before the punt. Penalty be declined. Bondurant will get the ball at the 34-yard line.
Blue Jays will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Still no Cram on the field. McCollison will take the snap. Fire quick out left. Be caught right at the line of scrimmage. He'll run his way up the field for about 9 yards.
Collison's pass complete to Cooper Jones. Grant Weisbrod in on the stop.
Pierce Titus will probably be done for the game here. His damage has already been done. Still do have McCallison in at quarterback, but a couple of younger guys in there now, it appears. Receiver trips, but is able to bring the ball down while he's falling.
Yeah, they'll probably keep McCallison in.
At least for a while still. It is still pretty early here.
Yeah, and the defense hasn't gotten a lot of pressure on him today, so not a lot of risk of getting hurt or getting a lot of sacks on him.
Yeah. Flag before the play.
Maybe illegal motion. I don't know. I'll start.
Start on the offense.
Penalty, first down.
5 yards. They'll replay first.
I'm 0 for 2 right now. I'm guessing. Not doing too good.
Not a great day.
Nope.
Down to a minute and a half here in the 3rd period. So we run up the middle here for the Blue Jays. He's going to find a huge hole.
Oh.
Cole Miller on the carry.
Good run there by the offense, and there's a penalty on the tackle. I mean,
They call it a face mask, but
he got a hand to the face, but he pulled the hand right off and did not bring him down by the face mask at all.
On the defense, 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
I don't even think his hands touched the face mask. I don't know.
And if they did, he certainly didn't bring him down by it because he just popped him and the guy fell right over.
Yeah.
Tough call there. Would have brought up a 3rd down there. Yeah, he got him in the shoulder pad. There was no hands to the face there at all.
And a solid run by Bondurant.
Cole Miller. on the carry, stopped by Jacob Judge.
Whistle here at the end of the play.
Yeah.
Not sure what that is. Still got 30 seconds left here in the Still 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Looks like they had an injured player. Maybe they stopped the clock for it. It's running now. Calls at the pitch. Nice run there.
More on the carry. Stopped by Jacob Heights.
Just short of a first down here. We got 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2. And the end of the third quarter. Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays 43 and the Toreadors 0.
That's going to bring us here to the end of the third quarter.
Chain gang crew.
We're going to play a quick commercial. We'll be back for the start of the fourth.
Jeremy Paul.
Hi and hello, Boone High. I'm Xavier Perry, and today I'm here with
Janubio.
This name rings bells for me, but to the viewers out there who don't know Janub, how can you explain yourself as a student athlete?
I played football, basketball, track, baseball, tennis, all 3 years of high school. Currently in the football season right now. Really enjoying it. Can't wait to start the season more off. We have 8 weeks left, so ready to get it kicking.
So you say you're a hard worker and you do very much everything. You're very active in this school?
Yes, I very am active. I like to protest and go out for the community and just show out and have a good time with my friends and family as my teammates.
So you're saying your family, so you said you think the football program moves together as a family?
Yes, if you see us in public, we like to go out and eat together, go to McCo's, play sports together, have family trips together, just have fun together, just bond.
So following that, do you think this bond could help you guys do better this season?
Of course, we haven't had the best record the last few seasons, but I feel like as we go together and we bond more, we're going to work together and show that we can work and put our hard work together to beat people.
Very, very, very sounds very promising. How do you feel that you're doing this season?
My first game, I had a couple mishaps, but like I said, we have 8 weeks left, and I'm always ready to come back and fight hard for my family.
Sounds good. That's all I needed. And remember, roll doors.
Short pass by McCallison to the left is going to bring up a 1st and 10 here for the Blue Jays on the Toreador 27-yard line. Another quick pass out to the left. Caught and brought down quickly.
Good tackle by the Toreadors right there.
On the catch.
That'll be about a gain of 4,
Justice
5.
Grays and
Bring up a 2nd and 5 here.
On the stop.
We do finally see the backup quarterback come in, Jordan Ryle.
2nd down and 6 to go.
He'll play here at the start of the fourth quarter. He's 2 for 2 now. 2 quick passes. Looking again, he's going to throw the hitch. Incomplete. Receiver wasn't quite ready for it.
Yeah, and it was just a little, he released it at the right time, but it was just too far to the right of the receiver.
Quick pass out left again. He run out of bounds on his own.
Pass complete to Landon Corey. Christian Ingram runs him out of bounds.
Looks like they are going to give him the first there on
down,
3rd.
Blue Jays.
So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Blue Jays. Toreador 16. Ryle looking to pass. There's a flag in the middle. He's going to keep it himself. group tackled there for about a gain of
Ryle on the
4.
carry.
Likely going to come back here.
Ashton Tilges and Justice Fraze.
Flag
on the
coming in
stop.
from the backfield.
But there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, and last 2 or 3 tackles, Justice Freeze has been on
offense. Number 60,
tackling.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
It's going to be holding on the offense. I'll replay first. Yeah, Justice Freeze had a big game tonight so far tackling. We've seen Wyatt Hurstrom run the ball a little bit more on offense. He's been pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Haven't seen much of Tyson offensively like we did last week.
Haven't got much opportunities to, just not really throwing the ball much.
No, I think they only threw him the ball once. They haven't thrown the ball much at all tonight.
He didn't really have a chance at catching the one that was thrown to him. Ryle looking to pass again. He's got a man open. Right off the hands of the receiver at the 3-yard line. Beautiful throw by Ryle there. Hit him on the shoulder.
Intended for Rick. Ball's incomplete.
Falling complete. It'll bring up second down here. It's going to be second and very long. Second and 22 after the incomplete pass. Pitch in the backfield here. We're going to break a tackle and find a hole down to the 20.
Wow, that's a big hole he found right there.
He's going to run into the end zone untouched on a 20-yard touchdown run.
Really impressive cutback. He saw an opportunity and took a gamble on it. A lot of times those cutbacks don't work out that well, or as well as you want them to work out. And he took a risk right there, and it ended up paying really well, scoring first time tonight for him, I think.
Sure. One broken tackle in the backfield, and there was nobody else that was even really near him.
Yeah, it looked like Boone just overcommitted on that side, and there's just enough space for him.
We're going to see our third kicker of the night out there. Field goal is up and good. That'll make the score an even 50
That's Jace Robinson
to 0 here
on the extra
for the
point.
Blue Jays with 9
Bondurant-Farrar
minutes left
50,
here
the Toreadors 0.
in the fourth quarter. Kick is off. It's a short one. Ooh.
Oh.
Is that Easton Klein? It's Ethan Sproul with the ball. He got leveled. Fans aren't happy. It looked pretty clean. It was just a hard hit.
Yeah, it didn't look high. It was just what you said, a hard hit. And, I mean, as a fan, you can get as mad as you want, but when it's clean, it's clean.
Exactly. That's just a good tackle all around. Toreadors come out in a trips look right here. We're going to get a timeout before that play can happen.
Timeout on, looks like with
Blue
Bondurant,
Jays.
yeah.
Didn't like what they saw there with the Toreadors coming out in trips. And take a timeout to talk it over. We'll be right back after this timeout. Torador is going to stay in that trips look. Judge rolling to his right. Got some pressure. He's going to heave it up. He's got Vinny Hayes wide open. Throw's going to be out of bounds.
Judge pass intended for Vinny Hayes. Falls incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Well drawn up play there. Vinny got wide open deep downfield. Judge just couldn't quite hit him.
Yeah, and Vinny the last few games hasn't been playing a lot of offense, which is kind of strange since he's been early in the season. He was on offense every single play, and kind of nice to see him out there again with his speed. Something the defense, this Boone offense really needs is kind of the speed.
Muff handoff there. Judge's tackle. It looks like Bondurant's there to.
No, Davis got it.
Didn't see Davis there at the bottom of the pile. He did get the ball back.
Davis fell on it.
Yeah, it looks like he's back at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Miscommunication there. Judge went to hand it off, and it bounced off of Davis. So we're going to see Judge run off the field here, and Nick Whitfield's going to go in at quarterback. Nick's going to get these last 6 minutes here. The Toradors get offense. First play, he's going to pitch it to Davis. He's got some room. Find a hole up the middle past the 35. Swarm tackle at the 40, very close to a first down.
That's good for a Toreador first down.
They are going to give it to him. Ball at the 40 here. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Toradors. Really good blocking there by the O-line.
Yeah.
Pitch to Davis.
Yeah, nice change of pace for the O-line. Getting the defenders, down, pushing them back. And that's kind of what they haven't been doing all season, which is kind of cool to see.
Yeah, that right tackle there, Jake Haichu, had his man about 5 yards downfield engaged. It was a really good block. Davis going to make a man miss to the 50, down to the 40, to the 35-30. Got one man to beat. He's going to get brought down from behind it at the 12-yard line.
Davis on the big gainer.
That's a really good run by Landon right there. He just found his hole and hit it as hard as he could.
Again, I'd like to give credit there to Jake Haichu. Contained that outside.
Yeah, he didn't let anyone get in or around there.
He let that one linebacker slip up. Davis just made the one-man miss, and that was all it took.
Mm-hmm.
The ball will be placed at the 14 here. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Toradors. Whitfield going to hand it off to Boucher up the middle. Not much room to run. Looks like below the play dead, no gain.
Stopped by Braden Dalton.
Now Whitfield's going to come back out, and Judge is going to go back in. Interesting to see if they don't try a pass here.
Yeah, I think they want Judge to get a scoring opportunity.
For sure, he has been in the red zone. He's been almost their main rushing target. I think he has more touchdowns than Davis does on the year. This one's going to be Davis up the middle inside the 10.
Landon Davis on the carry.
Davis, even all wrapped up, his legs are still turning, trying to get those extra yards.
A 4-yard gain.
Give him the ball at the 9 here. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the
Ryder
Toradors.
Miller on the stop. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and medium here. Interesting to see what the Toradors go for.
They'll probably come out in a run or a play action.
I wouldn't mind the play action pass here. It's going to be a run up the middle to Davis. He's got a hole. Very close to that end zone. He will get the first, but it's brought down right at the 1.
Going to be 1st and goal, Toreadors on the
1st and goal here for the Toradors on the 1. That ball is as close as it can get to the end zone without being in it. It's about 1 inch to go. With what we've ran inside the red zone so far this year, I'm looking here for a little quarterback keep. Should have Judge go under center maybe.
No, he's going in shotgun.
In the shotgun, trips right. Interesting formation here.
Yeah, hopefully they don't pass.
Hand it off to Davis up the middle. Untouched into the end zone for a Toreador touchdown.
That was a really good drive by the Toradors.
Davis for 6.
I mean, when you can see, once the offense starts blocking, it just opens up so much more for your offense, and obviously that's common sense. But I mean, you see it all season. hasn't been the greatest blocking, but when you finally get those few blockers that are making the difference, then you get a really good drive, like we just saw.
Torador's coming out to go for 2. Elect not to kick. Shivers in the motion. The same play, hand up in the middle to Davis. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get into the end zone there. 2-point conversion will be no good.
2-point conversion attempt.
Yeah,
no
Big Tom's trying to push him in.
The score. Blue
But
Jays 50 and Toreadors
just not
6.
enough.
That'll make the score here 50-6. Blue Jays in the lead. 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back for the kickoff. Miles Tunzovic back deep to kick here again.
Nice kick. Oh, muffed it.
He's going to be able to pick it up at about the 15. He'll get brought down right at the 20-yard line.
That's Taylor Hayworth on the return.
Muffed the kick, but he was so far back there.
Shivers
He had
on
a
the
chance
stop.
to get back on it. We have
And
a
there's
flag way
flag
late.
play.
Oh, there was already a flag there. The other official threw a very late flag. Interesting to see what we get here.
Dead ball, personal foul. Number 14 on Bondurant-Farrar. After the play. Half the distance to the goal.
After the
First
play,
down.
there's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on number
First and
14,
10,
Andrew
Blue Jays
Keith,
on their own 10-yard
for the
line.
Blue Jays. From the 20-yard line, it'll be half distance to the goal. The ball will be placed at the 10. First and 10 Blue Jays. 3 minutes here. It'd be big if that Torador defense could stop. Bondos will likely see the passing game again.
No, they're not gonna. I think they're gonna keep it on the ground. There's only about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game, and I think they're just gonna keep it on the ground.
Tyson Shivers on the stop.
First play will be a run of about 9. Bring up 2nd and 1 here.
Flag is down.
Backing up. Looks like it's going to be false start on Blue Jays.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5 yards, still second down.
Replay 2nd down here. Clock under 2 minutes now. Another run up the middle here. Not much room to run. About 1 yard. Bring up a 3rd and 4 here for the Blue Jays.
Looks like they're making some substitutions on the
Here's
Boone
ball
side.
stop for the Toreadors.
Jackson Vale's coming out.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yeah.
Christian Ingram's coming out. Some of those guys that get to see some more snaps throughout the game coming out. Get some of those younger guys some snaps. Pitch to the right. He's got a lot of room to run. He's going to get the edge. He'll be brought down inbounds at about the 44-yard
Joseph
line.
George on the carry.
I said the 42. It's going to bring up 1st and
Moyer.
10 here for the Blue
Matt
Jays.
Weisbrod in on the
Clock
stop.
under a minute. They will have to run one more play here before the end of the game.
First and 10 at the Blue Jays 42-yard line.
Snap, another pitch to the left. It's going to be a fumble. He's not going to be able to get
Recovered
on.
by Boone.
Clock will stop.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Dylan Holm.
Number 68, Dylan Holm on the recover
And
there.
that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
The clock's not going to stop, actually, because we're at running clock over a 35-point difference. And that's going to bring us to the end of the game.
On October 21st.
Final score is going to be 50-6 here. Bondo over Boone.
On senior night.
We'll see you back here. Our last football Boone TV live stream of the year, October 21st. That game will be against Indianola, who's 5-1 so far in the season. They've been looking really good.
Yeah, yes, they have. Tonight was a rough game for Boone. There's definitely some things in the fourth quarter to build off of. Had a one good solid drive, but Bondurant the whole game just kind of did whatever they wanted.
Hit them from the ground, hit them from the air, just whatever they needed to do.
Yeah, and not just whatever they wanted, but with whoever they wanted with. They didn't even need to use their stars for half the game. I mean, they just had everything going well for them this game.
Didn't see Titus really at all that whole second half or quarterback, whole fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Well, we will see you guys next time. It probably won't be me and Seth, but we'll be having that Indianola senior night game here in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and see ya.
See you guys.